Logarithm. By Easy Maths. At the end of this lesson, we must have achieved the following. Express numbers, greater than and less than 1, in standard form. Use logarithm tables to perform calculation involving numbers greater than and less than 1. Use logarithm tables to perform calculations involving power and root of numbers greater than and less than 1. Solve simple equation involving logarithm. This first video is on standard form. We will be publishing the others later. Standard form, standard index form. Standard form is known as standard index form as well as scientific notation. It is a short or brief way of writing very small and very large numbers. A number in standard form is written as a times 10 raised to power b. Where a lies between 1 and 10, 1 is inclusive while 10 is not inclusive, a is a number from 1 to less than 10, and b is an integer. We are going to treat it in two ways. The first is standard form of numbers greater than 1. For large numbers that are greater than 1, in a times 10 raised to power b, b is positive as shown below. 1 is 1 times 10 raised to power 0. 10 is 1 times 10 raised to power 1. 100 is 1 times 10 raised to power 2. 1000 is 1 times 10 raised to power 3. 10,000 is 1 times 10 raised to power 4. Example 1.1. Write the following numbers in standard form. A. 238. B. 5329. C. 25. D. 7. E. 235.39. Solution. 238. Standard form is a times 10 raised to power b where a lies between 1 and 10. A is a number from 1 to less than 10, and b is an integer. 238 is equal to 2.38 times 100. We moved the decimal point twice towards left, from after 8, so each one movement is equivalent to 10, so since we moved it twice, we have 10 in two places, which is 100 or 10 raised to power 2. 2.38 falls within 1 and 10, but we need to put 100 in the form 10 raised to power b, so 100 is equal to 10 times 10 is equal to 10 raised to power 2, so 238 is equal to 2.38 times 10 raised to power 2 instead. Note that the power of 10 will be the number of times you move the decimal point from after the last number to the place that will make the number fall within 1 and 10. We moved the point 2 times from after 8 to 2.38, so the power of 10 is 2. In the same way, we complete the other examples. B. 5329 equals 5.329 times 1000 equals 5.329 times 10 times 10 times 10 equals 5.329 times 10 raised to power 3. C. 25 is equal to 2.5 times 10 is equal to 2.5 times 10 raised to power 1. D. 7 is equal to 7.0 times 1 is equal to 7.0 times 10 raised to power 0, as anything raised to power 0 is 1. E. 235.39 equals 2.3539 times 100 is equal to 2.3539 times 10 is equal to 2.3539 times 10 raised to power 2. We can also convert from standard form to ordinary numbers like 1, 2, 3, 25, 45, 123, 1467, 3000 etc. Example 1.2. Write the following as ordinary numbers. A. 2.5 times 10 raised to power 5. B. 4.82 times 10 raised to power 8. C. 1.32 times 10 raised to power 2. D. 3.004 times 10 raised to power 5. E. 3.005 times 10 raised to power 3. Solution. A. 2.5 times 10 raised to power 5 is equal to 2.5 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 equals 2,500,000. Add 5 zeros, each representing 10, then count one decimal place from after the last zero, towards left, and put the decimal point, equals 250,000.0. Also, just like I explained earlier when converting to standard form, you can also move the decimal point from where it is, in between 2 and 5, towards right until you count the power of 10, 5. Bearing in mind that each one movement represent 10, two movements 10 times 10, which is 100 or 10 raised to power 2, and so on until you exhaust the power of 10. Note that here, you move the decimal point towards right, while in changing to standard form, you move it towards left. They are just the opposite of one another. Using this explanation, let us solve the remaining. B. 4.82 times 10 raised to power 8 equals 482,000,000 equals 482 million. C. 1.32 times 10 raised to power 2 equals 132.00 equals 132. D. 3.004 times 10 raised to power 5 equals 300,000 and 400.000 equals 300,400. E. 3.005 times 10 raised to power 3 equals 3005.000 equals 3005. Now we treat the standard form of numbers less than 1. For smaller numbers that are less than 1, b a times 10 raised to power b is negative as shown below. 0.1 is 1 times 10 raised to power minus 1, 0.01 is 1 times 10 raised to power minus 2, 0.001 is 1 times 10 raised to power minus 3, 0.0001 is 1 times 10 raised to power minus 4, 0.00001 is 1 times 10 raised to power minus 5. Example 1.3. Write the following numbers in standard form. A. 0.82. B. 0.00239. C. 0.00002335. Solution. A. 0.82. Standard form is A times 10 raised to power b, where a lies between 1 and 10, but please always remember that 1 is inclusive while 10 is not. A is a number from 1 to less than 10, so to make 0.82 a number from 1 to less than 10, you move the decimal point from in between 0 and 8 to in between 8 and 2. Each movement like this represent 10 raised to power minus 1, as b is negative for numbers less than 1. Hence, 0.82 is equal to 8.2 times 10 raised to power minus 1. Using this explanation, let us solve the remaining examples. 0.39 times 10 raised to power minus 3, we moved the 0.3 times from its initial position to in between 2 and 3. C. 0.00002335 is equal to 2.335 times 10 raised to power minus 6. To convert from standard form to ordinary number, you do the reverse of what we just did above. Example 1.4. Write the following as ordinary numbers or forms. A 3.219 times 10 raised to power minus 5. B 3 times 10 raised to power minus 2. C 2.308 times 10 raised to power minus 7. Solution. A 3.219 times 10 raised to power minus 5. Move the point towards left 5 times from its present position. Each movement represents 10 raised to power minus 1 or 0.1. So, we have 0.00003219. Using this explanation, let us do the remaining examples. B. 3 times 10 raised to power minus 2 equals 0.03. C. 2.308 times 10 raised to power minus 7 is equal to 0.0000002308. We have come to the end of this video. The next lesson will be on logarithm. Please let us have your sincere review in the comment section. If you have any topic or question you want us to treat, kindly put it in your comment to enable us give it priority. Thank you.